Hello there, Cardano friends. Welcome to Dapp Central, your home for everything blockchain and crypto. My name is Fareed. As a part of today's video, we're going to be jumping into all of the latest news and highlights going on in Cardano. First things first, I want to talk about World Mobile and the fact that they now have 11 brand new air nodes deployed within the country of Zanzibar. And this is going to be as a part of their first batch of air node deployments for the brand new year of 2024. Following that, I want to talk about the Fluid Tokens LBE, or their liquidity bootstrapping event. After only 18 hours, the official discovery phase is over. The team has raised their maximum amount, which is 8 million ADA, or equivalent to about $4 million US. And we're now getting ready to move over into the encounter phase. So I want to touch on exactly what that means and exactly how you can actually benefit by being a holder of the FLDT token. Now, after Fluid Tokens, we're going to talk about the Minswap platform. So as it stands right now, Minswap does have an ongoing catalyst proposal, which was approved as a part of funding round number 10. And as a part of that, they're going to be providing what they call stable swaps. So we're going to talk about the stable swaps as well as their ongoing bug bounty program, which is aiming to award over $12,000 US if you're able to find and bring forward any exploits that could be utilized on their platform ahead of its release on the mainnet. Following that, I want to talk about IAMX, a decentralized identity solution building on Cardano as well as on other networks, and a pretty big announcement surrounding a partnership with a company that has global reach with over 5,000 employees currently employed at that location. Last but not least, we're going to talk about DEX Hunter and some brand new features, given the fact that they're aiming to go multi-chain. We've got the integration of the Exodus wallet, which is a wallet tied to over 15 different networks, which is just the very first step into their move or into their shift into going multi-chain. As always, if you guys do enjoy these types of videos, I would appreciate you if you could hit that like button. If it's your first time stopping by Dapp Central and you want more content like this, consider subscribing. And last but not least, I am a single stake pool operator. So if you'd like to support the channel and just getting the word out there when it comes to Cardano and growing adoption, then consider delegating with the official Dapp Central stake pool, which is stake pool ticker DAPP. As always, I do appreciate all of your support, whether that's through the stake pool on YouTube or even on X or on Twitter. Jumping into the very first update here for today's video, we've got 11 brand new air nodes deployed within Zanzibar. This now brings the total of 5 air nodes within the United States. We just saw those released about 3 weeks ago now within Reno, Nevada. We haven't gotten any additional air nodes within the United States, but that doesn't mean that there aren't actual providers working to get those up right now as we speak. We now have over 582 air nodes in Zanzibar, with a whopping 659 air nodes in Pakistan, giving us a total of over 1,246 air nodes currently deployed. It's always amazing to see exactly how quickly the service providers in Pakistan rolled out, given the fact that it took us about a year to get 200 air nodes within Zanzibar, and we're now already seeing over 600 in Pakistan coming online within the last 5 to 6 months. Quickly jumping over into WMT Scan. As it stands right now, we've got over 7.67 terabytes of data being consumed in the last 24 hours, followed by a whopping amount of 57,000 users utilizing the platform in the last 24 hours. And their continuous streak, for their network uptime is unfazed, or it's perfect, with over 620 days in a row. Scrolling down at the very bottom here, we've got some pretty interesting air nodes generating anywhere between $66 all the way to $75 over the last month. So again, keep in mind that OpBan is going to be right around the corner, where you in the community can purchase air nodes to actually set them up in order to begin to provide data and become a part of the sharing economy. Last but not least, every other week we have a live stream. That's going to be myself. We've got Rob Cardano, or Rob LLAP now. We've also got Cal from Clover Nodes. So both of them are not Genius Yield, but both of them are World Mobile ambassadors. And we're going to be breaking down all the latest information that has just come out of their ambassador call. So make sure to go ahead and tune in. This will be taking place live at 3 p.m. Central, right? Which I believe should be 9 p.m. UTC this coming Saturday, which should be January 20th. So January 20th at 9 p.m. UTC, we will be going live to break down everything going on with World Mobile. That will do it for the first sections here for today's Cardano Scoop. Moving over, I want to jump into some updates surrounding the official LBE for Fluid tokens. This has been a huge success for this team. Shout out to El Raulito, shout out to Mateo, who were both here on the channel to talk about their recent upgrade when it comes to boosted staking. We also had the opportunity to chat a little bit about some of the utility of their recently airdropped ISPO NFT. We talked about the LBE as well as additional features coming onto the platform as a part of 2024. So the official discovery phase for their LBE kicked off on the 17th, of January, and no more than 24 hours later, it's officially sold out. So they've raised their maximum amount. They were providing, I believe it was somewhere around 30% of their total token allocation for the LBE. And that amount has been sold out. So they've raised over $4 million as it stands. And I want to break down exactly what comes next as a part of their LBE, or the liquidity bootstrapping event. So if I jump over to the official launch pool, which was done in collaboration with Minswap, as you guys can see there, the TVL currently sits at 16 million ADA. At 8 million ADA. And we have right now the minimum raise at 4 million, the maximum raise at 8 million, and we have a total of 32 million Fluid tokens. So with the actual amount of tokens going out and the amount raised, that would put the potential price of FLDT once it's the market at a value of 0.25 ADA per single FLDT token. Now, in terms of what actually comes next, we've already completed the discovery phase. We've now moved over, or will now be moving over at 12 p.m. UTC. So in about, let's see here, 12 or so hours into the encounter phase. So this is where participants will receive their liquidity pool or their liquidity provider tokens for the ADA which they've supplied, which they can then turn around and utilize and actually begin to farm. Now, when I had Mateo and El Raulito on the channel, they talked about the fact that anybody who's participating in their LBE will automatically get an NFT boost in order to provide them with additional yield right when the actual yield farming begins, or right after the encounter phase completes. In addition, if you hold their ISPO NFT, that will give you an additional boost during the actual yield farming kickoff as well. So if you guys were a part of the Fluid Tokens ISPO and you've already provided liquidity for the LBE, you could stand to earn quite a bit by yield farming those assets as soon as the encounter phase completes. I want to give the team a huge congratulations. They've been working for quite a bit, and I really saw them on a lot of big channels, right? Saw them on CCV, or Crypto Capital Venture. They had Charles Hoskinson on a Twitter space. They obviously came here to my channel. They went on channels for other content creators within Cardano, and it really seems to have paid off. So congratulations to the entire Fluid Tokens team for what they're currently building and what it will become, I think, one of the biggest DeFi platforms right now within Cardano. Now, before moving to this next portion of today's video, as always, if you do enjoy this content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by, consider subscribing. And last but not least, if you have any questions surrounding Fluid tokens or World Mobile or any of the upcoming projects that I'm going to be talking about, then make sure to go ahead and leave a comment down below. Next, we're going to jump into updates surrounding the Minswap protocol. So if you guys missed this, as a part of funding round number 10, we had a proposal which was approved for open source stable swap. Simply put, this allows for you to take one particular stablecoin and swap that directly into another stablecoin, hopefully with enough liquidity in order to minimize the price impact, as well as while utilizing low slippage. Now, if you guys have missed the recent weeks in Cardano, there's been so much talk about stablecoin specifically. I want to go ahead and quickly plug my latest video, which is performing quite well. This is surrounding Charles's input when it comes to USDC on Cardano, as well as just governance when it comes to big overarching changes when it comes to Cardano and just governance. So make sure to go ahead and check out that video. Again, Charles breaks down a couple of different things with respect to stablecoins coming on Cardano, specifically when it comes to USDC. Now, as you guys can see there, that ties back into Minswap, given the fact that we're hoping to get something like USDC, hoping to get something like USDM, and we've also got existing competitors like IUSD, MyUSD, and JED, which we're going to be hoping to get version 1.7 very soon. So all of that aside, if I jump back over here to the main piece here that I want to highlight, there's going to be over $12,000 given away for the Minswap Stable Swap Bug Bounty program. So the code has already been developed. Again, this was done through the funds given to them for Project Catalyst. And before they launch this, they want to make sure to have the community review it. So it states here the Minswap stable swap code is now complete, audited, and open sourced. We're now launching a bug bounty program before its deployment. If I jump over here, we've got the TLDR. It states here that you'll be able to review the Minswap stable swap code base and their documentation. Next, you'll be able to hunt for potential security vulnerabilities and bugs. And then if you find any, you can submit them to security@minswap.org. And depending on the severity of the issue, you'll be rewarded with a portion of that $12,000. Jumping over to this next piece here, I want to highlight some of the key pieces of information that you need to know in order to participate in their bug bounty program. So it kicks off by stating, we think it's important for the Cardano community to establish best principles for deployment of smart contracts. This starts by open sourcing code before it's deployed, as well as rewarding those developers in the current community who alert us to vulnerabilities in the code and prior to their deployment. Now, the bug bounty budget will be set to $12,000 as I mentioned before, and the bug bounty rewards will be distributed according to the severity of the found vulnerabilities and the likelihood of the bug actually being triggered or exploited. So quite a few different metrics here in order to verify how much of the 12,000 that you actually get. However, the reward size will be nominated in USD, but payouts will be made in ADA according to the price of ADA at the payout time. In terms of eligibility requirements, you have to make sure that these are not things that have already been previously discovered. You have to be the first to discover it. You have to provide sufficient information to enable the team to verify the actual issue. This cannot be exploited by you in any way for other profit than from the actual stable swap bounty program. And last but not least, you have to make sure not to engage in any unlawful conduct when disclosing the actual bugs to the team. Now, with respect to some of the extra information that you have to provide, you need to go ahead and list a short description of the vulnerability, suggestions on how to fix the vulnerability, which in my personal eyes, I feel like that might be a little bit much to ask for, because again, if somebody's able to find something, they may not be well versed enough with the actual protocol in order to figure out how to solve it, but at least they can bring it to the forefront for the Minswap team to solve. So I'm not necessarily sure that I agree with that particular piece, but you do have to provide some sort of suggestion. With respect to actually classifying the vulnerabilities, they've got, I think, 4 or 5 different categories. They've got critical, which includes theft of user funds, unauthorized minting of NFTs, permanent freezing of funds, and protocol insolvency. They've got a high category, which is related to sandwich attacks, front running, medium, which is related to on-chain DOS or denial of service attacks. Last but not least, there is a low category dealing with contracts failing to deliver promised returns, where you're not actually losing any value, but the contract isn't working as expected. That will do it there for the update surrounding Minswap. This team continues to move forward. We're also expecting V2, I believe, sometime this year as well. Next, I want to jump into some news surrounding IAMX, a decentralized identity provider building on Cardano, which is also going to be going multi-chain. If you guys want to find out more about IAMX, you can head over to their official website, which is available at IAMX.id. I also have a fully dedicated video breaking down exactly how IAMX works and exactly how you can actually become a DID holder, but also actually earn cash back by participating with some of their partners. So I'll just quickly kind of touch on it here. But as you guys can see, there's a couple of steps where you have to basically go through an issuer, authenticate through an issuer. Once you do that, you'll be provided your own customer digital identity. And then there's actually a couple of different partners that IAMX is going to have. And if you're able to shop and utilize your digital identity with those specific partners, you can actually earn cash back, and a portion of that cash back goes directly back over to you. And of course, a little bit goes back to IAMX for providing you that connection and that service. Now, why is this important? Well, there's a recent article surrounding the IAMX team, which is now partnered up with Kluh. So hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I believe they might be a German company. But it states here, IAMX and Kluh multi-services partnership to explore Cardano blockchain technologies. This is a huge partnership here, very similar to the Petrobras partnership where we saw the Cardano Foundation partnering up with a gas and oil company in Brazil with over, I believe, 50,000 members to teach them a little bit more about blockchain. Now, this is not going to be a course teaching people about blockchain, but I think that we might see a testing of the potential services that IAMX provides to Kluh and all of their users or all of their employees. So it states here, established in 1911, Kluh Multi-Services has been at the forefront of service innovation, boasting over 55,000 employees and nearly 1 billion in revenue for 2022. So as you guys can see there, this is a global company with quite a big reach. It continues to read that they're renowned for their diverse range of services, including cleaning, catering, clinic service, security, and personal service, just to name a few. Now, they also manage the iconic Burj Khalifa in Dubai, which is where the latest Cardano summit just took place. So they've got quite the reach. Now, IAMX, on the other hand, is known for its expertise in digital identity and identity and access management, or IAM for short. Now, they're going to be joining forces with Kluh Multi-Services to explore and test solutions in the realm of digital identity, IAM, Internet of Things, or IoT, and particularly blockchain technology. The use of blockchain technology in these areas promises to enhance security, efficiency, and transparency in service management and delivery. So this is a huge partnership. Again, shout out to the IAMX team for what they're doing. And if you guys want to find out more about Kluh, you can head over to klueh.de/en. Again, this breaks down all of their services and all the potential applications that we might see blockchain being integrated into via their partnership with IAMX. The very last platform I want to jump into as a part of today's Cardano Scoop is going to be none other than the DEX Hunter protocol. I just had nmelon on the channel not too long ago to talk about their recent integrations, some of their highlights from 2023, as well as how they plan on going multi-chain in the near future. So make sure to go ahead and check that out. Super insightful and very beneficial for myself, and I would assume for you as well. Now, the first update here is surrounding their brand new multi-chart trading layout, which includes the ability to view more than 8 different charts at the same exact time, all giving you real-time updates. In addition to that, you can actually view all the current orders for each one of those charts, as well as swap and place orders all in one place. Now, keep in mind, this is exclusive for Hunt token holders. So if you hold their native governance token, you can actually go ahead and get access to this particular feature. Moving over, we've got a brand new integration and a brand new step towards their multi-chain goal, or their multi-chain roadmap. So it states here, our first cross-chain wallet integration. DEX Hunter is now accessible in Exodus Wallet, or the Exodus verified Dapp, which boasts more than 100,000 users. In terms of what is next, we've got quite the list here of existing partners. Again, this list continues to grow, a lot of them dealing within Cardano, but we now have Exodus at the very bottom there, which is going to be a multi-chain wallet. If you guys want to find out more about Exodus Wallet, you can head over to the official website, which is available right now at exodus.com. As it states here, they're a Bitcoin and crypto wallet supporting over 50 different networks and allowing you to swap between thousands of different assets. So not only are they available on desktop, they're also available on mobile. As you guys can see here, super simple, super clean, super slick interface. You can download the actual wallet directly from here. And I want to go ahead and just quickly plug that they do also support Cardano as well. So if you're a crypto user and you're participating within multiple networks, for example, like the Binance or the BNB network, Tezos, Bitcoin, Cardano, Polygon, Avalanche, you can go ahead and download this wallet and keep all of your funds within one simple place as you're jumping from network to network. So congrats to nmelon and the entire DEX Hunter team for their continuous upgrades. I'll be having more updates surrounding competing DEX aggregators, for example, like ADA Markets, in the coming future as well. And I'll be providing more tutorials for those other options as well moving forward once they do launch on the testnet and on the mainnet. That will do it here for today's jam-pack update, touching on World Mobile and their expansion within Zanzibar. We've touched on Fluid Tokens and their LBE, which has gone extremely well. We've also jumped into some updates surrounding Minswap and their Bug Bounty program, IAMX and their big partnership with Kluh, as well as DEX Hunter and some of their recent cross-chain integrations. As always, if you enjoyed any portion of today's video, or if you just learned anything along the way, I would really appreciate you if you could hit that thumbs up. It really does make a difference. Not only does it help to get this content out to other members within the growing Cardano community, it also lets the YouTube algorithm know that I'm doing a good job. Last but not least, if you want more content like this, consider subscribing to Dapp Central. And if you have any questions or just want to share your opinion, then feel free to go ahead and do so down below in the comment section. That said, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.